What's good, yeah? This is going to be an event type guide video because as you can see there is a million different events over here, and we're just going to go quickly through them one by one. I'm going to tell you about like my information I know about the events and the best way to approach them. So yeah, let's start over here. Wizard Sword, obviously the first quests are pretty simple. Log in 1 day, 3 days, 7 days. Then achieve F or higher in easy and hard challenges. Those shouldn't pose a problem. Obviously you want to do 20 summons because you're going to get 1 summon back. So even if you don't intend summoning this weekend, just summon 20 times. Spending stamina is also pretty self-explanatory, and then online time also works as well. The only real difficulties are going to be achieving C, A and S in challenge hard. But I'll try to make a separate video for that to make it as easy as possible so you can get the full rewards. Festive Frenzy. Festive Frenzy is even simpler than Wizard Sword. You don't need to do anything. You just need to have other people summon and then we get the full rewards. Bounty Challenge. For the Bounty Challenge there's 3 ways you can approach this. Way number 1, you need gold, which is why you're going to then refresh until you get gold quests. To get gold, if you lack XP, you refresh until you get XP quests. And for the big reward on the side over here, so this big one, what you want to do there is figure out, do you want to summon 1 divine or 10 blue summons. If it's 10 blue summons, you want to refresh, or pretty much not 10 but just 4, but you want to refresh until you get the blue summon. And if not, you want to refresh to 3 gold shards, so you can then craft yourself a legendary summon crystal. Frostfall sign in, same as Festive Frenzy or pretty much Wizard Sword combined. You just log in, make sure to log in the 7 days just so you can get yourself the Mary skin. Then Odyssey of Dreams. Odyssey of Dreams is pretty simple. What you want to do is number 1, the event sign in that you've seen before, so you can get a total of 20 dice, and then randomly if you play anything that has to do with the blue portal, you're going to get 30 dices, and in the end you're going to get a total of 50 dice, and this is wholly up to RNG what you're going to get, because if you can see we're just going to spin it once, we get a 5. It goes between 1 and 8, and the higher you go and the luckier you are, the more rewards you're going to get. But at the end of the day it's complete RNG, and every time you actually manage to reach the portal you're going to get the full adventure treasure after 96 steps. So yeah, wholly RNG depending on what you get, and 50 dice is the limit. So Duel of Champions. Duel of Champions, just normal PvP fight. I would recommend y'all to aim for 150 because you don't actually want to miss out on 15 Alistar shards. Those are going to be definitely very crucial in unlocking him and going to take a lot of pressure off of you in regards to summoning events and Orchid's trials. Brave Conquest is already normal event that doesn't have anything to do with here, so yeah, just player gear rates. Spiritual Altar, so summoning, because we need to do 20 summons anyway for the quest from Wizard Sword. Your goal should be 1,600 points. If you can afford it, just use 1,600 points, get yourself an Alistar, 5 Alistar shards, and there's no real need to go overboard for 10 Alistar shards or even the 2 skill crystals, unless you really want to spend some money. Newbie Gathering. So what I'm going to do in like 2 or 3 days, I'm going to test for myself how long does it take you making alts trying to get this A-bomb skin over here, because what you need to do is pretty much get 4 different alts to level 30, and then you can buy yourself the Incarnation of Death Abomination skin. So if you're interested in that skin, if you don't mind making alts and spending some time just grinding them up by using gems for stamina, then you can do that, and that will earn you Incarnation of Death Abomination. I'm going to try to find the most relaxed, fastest way to get him. So yeah, if you're interested in that, feel free to grind for the skin. Obviously, if you have friends, feel free to try to get them into the game. But at the end of the day, it's going to be faster if you just efficiently level odds to level 30. And then last but not least, we have the easy challenges. The challenges over here. And obviously the event shops. So I'm going to make a separate video for all of the codex bosses, obviously trying to keep it as simple as possible, as whatever you want to call it, free to play. And yeah, then the redeem shop. Let's talk about the shop lastly. So the usual, what you want to do first, depending on your preferences. The most valuable item is again going to be the legendary skill crystal, just because of the rarity. And then after that, most likely the Alistar shards, or Alistair shards, because you don't actually want to miss out on those. So priority should be on, depending how you value it, either buying the Alistar shards first or the skill crystal. After that you do want to get yourself the rare summons, the ancient summons, and then the avatar border, and the rest is then pretty much up to your account. So you do want to make sure that you get the skill crystal, the shards, and the summons, and obviously the border, because at the end of the day it's a limited exclusive, and once you look into your collection you're going to feel like you've missed out if you don't have that one, and the rest is then up to preference. Setchum's exclusive artifact, honestly, it's not good enough. It's not going to replace another messenger, so even though it costs 4,000 points, it's not going to be a loss if you miss out on that one, so you can pretty much ignore it. If you still want to buy it, if you have some points left over, feel free to do so. Immortal Shop, from the Immortal Shop, the value of the stuff is, I mean, it's pretty easy to see. So summon wise, we obviously have basically four different types of currency. We have the gems, we have blue summons, yellow summons, and then obviously red summons, and then obviously again legendary skill crystal. Value wise, highest would again be the skill crystal, after that rare summons, diamonds, gold summon, and then at the bottom the ancient summon. So you want to buy in the order of skill crystal, blue summons, diamonds, legendary summons, and then ancient summons. And gear recast is pretty much ignorable. Honestly, the fact that you can't upgrade ancients just makes it pretty worthless. If you have some points left over, feel free to buy them. If you need psychic power, feel free to buy it, and the gold is just to waste your leftover points. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of events, a lot of stuff to go over. There's going to be a bit more specific videos regarding me actually talking about Immortal Codex and the fastest way to get that newbie gathering one. And yeah, I hope it wasn't too overwhelming.